What's up, guys, and welcome back. First of all, let me apologize for the late release of this final stage. 30 players left of this final table run in the GGMasters bounty. Next time I'll be releasing these type of reviews in less parts, maybe one, maybe two, depending on how many, and if it's a super long run, maybe three, but not like this one. I just didn't have the time to record it all together. Anyway, so let's jump right into it and see what happened. 3 players left. We kind of very even stacks, so we need to be ICM aware here, but at the same time we definitely want to play for the win because the bounties are big. I think in total there's like 2k bounties to grab if we win this. If we add it up, like 370 here, 320 here, 270 here, that's around 1k. And yeah, but we see a crazy all in. King 5, 3-bet jam, 4-bet jam, I think, against the 3-bet with queens. Obviously he snaps off, and even though he hits the king, getting resucked on the river here, very nice. I could open this, I just felt like slow motions is gonna be jamming almost any two here because he can put insane ACM pressure on me. So I decided not to do it. Kind of unfortunate. Not sure, I think a min raise we can still do it because it's not too bad if we actually getting jammed on. Anyway, let's jump right into the heads up, and we're starting off here with a very strong hand. I decided to go for the jam, pocket nines. There's still a lot of overs that can make it pretty difficult to play on, so we want to get called by any ace x, king x hands, but we don't. We continue running pretty pure here with the ace check, standard open, standard c-bet. We don't want to go too small. Here's a lot of king x in his range, a lot of queen x, and also some 10x, check x that we might get value from. And if he has a worse ace here, we're probably gonna stack him, so just want to build a pot at the same time with some protections. Now, this is a very interesting turn in my opinion. We can't just put him on a 10 always here and give up our hand, obviously. So against the small step, I'm gonna call here. I'm giving him a lot of draws that's with some equity that don't want to face a big bet here and kind of reevaluate the river. If he's gonna jam here, I don't know, but I probably would call. I felt like not going for value here because I was afraid of the check raise, but at the end of the day, I think I still want to target weaker ace x and bring in like a 1/5 or 1/4 river bet to milk him with all the, maybe even a queen x would call here, probably not, but yeah. But I decided to go for the nit play and just check back. Still not terrible, but I think it's always interesting to see there might be ways to improve. I mean, if you're getting check raised on that river before, yeah, it's a different discussion. I probably would still call, but it's close. Here, I think I like the small c-bet because we're getting a lot of hands with a lot of equity or even better hands to fold, and we can improve to the kind of almost nuts on the turn with the gut shot, and he doesn't have much there, so we're only afraid of the bluff raise. Interesting spot here, I remember this. I think definitely suited queen, we want to play this. Could go either way. I think I want to see a bet here. Again, getting better hands to fold. Yeah, I think I want to see a bet here. There's a lot of over cards and stuff that don't really connect to the board that still would be great to get a fold. And with the 5 we have a slight blocking something. I don't know, it's close, but I think a bet would be better again. A little bit too needy. Queen 6 can be a limp. I think raising isn't too bad because if you're getting 3-bet, it makes for a kind of easy fold. Here it's close. I don't mind the check back and go for a delayed c-bet. I definitely want to delay c-bet this. Problem is if he starts betting here, I think queen high, unblocking straight draws, unblocking any type of flush draw. makes for a good call. Going for the check raise here, very interesting. Why not? I don't hate it. He doesn't have much on this turn. 9-4 is just gonna be a fold. If he raises, obviously. Now we're playing. We have a gut shot here. Interesting. I think I would call like a min 1 big blind bet. Because if we hit the 3, we're kind of disguised, should get a lot of value, and we can bluff some turns. If he checks here, we can bluff a river. If he bets very small, I might. No, I probably will not raise here, because when we call pre-flop, we usually never have the ace, very rarely. And here I like a small bet, like definitely wrapping any 5x. You could even justify value betting a deuce here that we call on the flop. And he snaps folds. Yeah, definitely this hand we will not be checking. And yeah, with 20 big blinds, it's okay, I think, to get ace-7 all in pre-flop, but also just playing it a little bit sneaky. And yeah, check raising all in here is okay. Problem is we only gonna get called by better, or maybe like pocket 6s, pocket 5s. But there's so much in his range that he's gonna fold against our limp jam that I still like to play. Again, ace-8 is gonna be an all-in, I think. It's just too strong. We could also play it post-flop, but I think long term we're gonna give up some equity here. Getting a fold again, obviously you want to see a fold. Queen 5 is gonna be a raise fold, I think. Limp is okay. I think I prefer the raise fold. It doesn't play great post-flop, but it would be nice to take it down pre-flop, and also we open ourselves up to get raised by a hand that might even be worse, like check 9, offsuit, or whatever. Yeah, the ace-5 again here. I'm gonna jam against the min raise, and here it's kind of close. I don't know if this is the optimal play, but he should be limping so wide, and I think most is ace-x. He's gonna raise. There's not so much he's trapping. Sorry, the camera just stopped again. That sucks. Let's see. It's probably the battery. So I hope you don't mind not seeing anything here right now. Just hearing my voice should be enough. 9-3 suited. It's a good limp, I think. We don't want to waste chips and raise fold. And if we going post-flop, that's great. We also should have some traps here, so he cannot jam super crazy wide, still wide, but yeah. 7-6 is gonna be a call against min raise, and now we're playing post-flop, which is fine. That's an awesome flop. He doesn't have too many ace-x again. Of course, the 9 and 8 can hit his range, like 10-8, 10-9, type of hands. He probably would raise, but now we make the nuts. I think I want to see a smaller bet. Sure, I wanted to charge him to kind of get a chance to get it in at some point, but still, like, we should leave him some room to call some marginal hands with the ultra nuts on the turn, especially since I think we had like a 1 flush blocker here. Standard. I think I want to min raise, fold this. Yeah, going for the limp again. I think this is, I mean, it plays kind of okay post flop. And I like here the check and delayed c-bet. Again, too needy. Sure, he has all the deuce x in his range, but I want to see a small delayed c-bet here. It just makes a lot of sense with our hand. And potting it here, easy fold. I mean, sometimes he might have the deuce, but he could even pot an 8 here, given the line. Check 3, I think even against the min raise, I'm just gonna fold this. Gonna play a post flop though. Pretty good flop. Sure, he has some king x, but not many. He has some better check x, but even less. With the 3 in hearts, we feel pretty confident to just call it down on most boards here. I mean, the 9 isn't great. Of course, he has some queen 10. He definitely has some 9x though. So I'm probably just calling here unless he jams or goes over pot. I think I want to see a call here. I don't remember the hand, to be honest. Maybe I lost it, but it's a big sizing. It looks very value-y, but given again our passive line, I think our check is kind of under-wrapped, and especially with the 3 of hearts here. Yeah, okay, that's nice. He goes for the bluff, which with his hand makes kind of a lot of sense. And yeah, just letting go the bottom of our range when we will face a lot of jams here, I think is fine. Ace 8 deuce is the perfect example. 8-6 plays pretty well, so we're happy to see a free flop. But again, folding. So yeah, possibly playing for another title here. The GGMasters title would be our second, but yeah. Awesome flop. We are almost never folding here. I mean, we're not folding against even a jam here, I think, with all the equity we have. The turn isn't great, but we're still in call down mode. He has some king x, but not too many. I think he would jam a lot of king x with his stack size already. This is a big bet, but I would guess there's a lot of bluffs and a lot of flush draws. So if indeed the diamond peels, we could find a fold against the jam. But in this case, I don't give him any ace x, some king x, but not too many, and a lot of missed draws. So I think I would call a jam here. And against this sizing, it's just a call. It's very weird, but it's just a call. And yeah, I remember this. Pretty unfortunate. I think we played it okay. Let me know in the comments if you fold this, but I think it would be a bad fold in the long run. But yeah. So we're kind of back to break even, which is a little bit unfortunate with the big chip lead we had. But what can you do? Just standard. 9 deuce, easy fold. Don't want to get fancy. The stack sizes just don't allow for too many crazy bluff stuff. If we get a good spot, we're still gonna do some maybe small check raising with marginal hands, but mostly going for pure equity here, or hoping to bink something post flop. It's an interesting board. We're definitely gonna call a 1 big blind bet here, having a lot of backdoors and of course a pair already. We could go for a step, but then again, I think only better calls us or very strong draws that mostly already bet, like a pure flush draw on the flop would probably bet. And here, I think again, I'm in check calling mode. Here's some 5x, but not too many. Yeah, but we're checking it down, which makes sense given his hand. And win this tiny pot. 6-4, yeah, I like the small open and obviously fold against any crazy action. Pocket checks, pretty easy. We're trying to get it in, but we're just getting jammed on, which is nice. Now have to fade 3 outs, which is sometimes pretty difficult on GGPoker and in general. But yeah, we bink it on the turn, like the 100% mark, and we win another GGMasters, which was pretty amazing. 5.1k, love it. We made 2.3k in bounties. That's a lot, but sometimes you can even make more than first prize money. So we didn't catch too many massive bounties, still good enough. And now the revelation, we didn't get the badge because actually I think just a few weeks earlier or during that week they started reducing the amount of badges they give, and for the GGMasters you don't get a badge anymore, which is of course super unfortunate. But yeah, what can you do? It is what it is. We still won it, that's mostly what counts. The badge is just for the feel good. Anyway, I have some more very nice final table runs coming up soon. Stay tuned for that. Sorry for the camera fail. Not gonna happen next time again. I'm gonna charge it beforehand. I haven't recorded in a while, so a little bit out of shape. But yeah, some good stuff coming up. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think about some plays in the comments. And for now, good luck at the tables and see you in the next one. Bye bye.